Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. This is I Don't Want No Huns. Today I thought we would just do something a little different, and by different I mean exactly the same. It's been a while since I have reacted to or consumed any Jessie Lee Ward content. And today, when I was scrolling YouTube thought, you haven't reacted to Jessie Lee Ward in a while. So it suggested me a couple of her videos and a few of her shorts. And then I went down a very unfortunate rabbit hole of her YouTube. Just a couple of things that I am noticing right off the bat. Well, actually, let me retract. Let me rewind for a second. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are a returning subscriber, you know how much I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe and the bell and all of those cool things so that you get notified every time I post a new video. All right, let's go. So, something I find interesting about Jessie Lee Ward's YouTube. Now, we have talked about in different places how she has low engagement on Instagram. On Instagram, I think she has hold on. Let me check. I think on Instagram she has a huge amount. I'm still not blocked. It's crazy. Okay, she has 296,000 followers on Instagram. But her engagement on Instagram is crazy low. There's a website you can go to, I think it's called Social Blade, and it shows you based on followers to comments and likes, and there's an algorithm. It shows you what the percentage should be and what a good engagement percentage would be based on this amount of followers, right? Hers is crazy low. What's interesting about her YouTube as well is that she has 13.7 thousand subscribers, but all of her videos have, under 500 views. The shorts, the trainings, all of it. I'm scrolling here and I'm not seeing many that go over 200 or many that go over 400. It's really, it's strange to me. And I know that there is a lot of talk about people buying followers on Instagram. I don't know if that also is the same on YouTube, but I don't understand what the point, what would be the purpose of buying followers if it doesn't mean that those people would be watching your content, right? If they're just fake accounts, then your content is not reaching more people. So it's very confusing to me. But anyhow, so I started watching, I still have yet to figure out what this is. And maybe editing Mallory will put it in once she gets the information. But I didn't want to wait because I wanted to get this recorded so I can get some new content out to you guys. There's this video she made, and she posted it 17 hours ago as of this recording, called Empire University, Our Global Empire. I don't understand what is happening here. I thought that maybe this was Mastermind, but I'm still waiting to hear back from Bies. Mastermind was where people paid $11,000 to go listen to her talk. I don't know what Empire University is, but let's watch this propaganda. And we're going to pause a few seconds every once in a while, but you tell me how this makes you feel, okay? Because it makes me feel icky. They're holding up a dollar bill, dropping a dollar bill. Somebody please tell me what the heck that is supposed to represent, because all that I can gather from what I know about MLMs and Jessie Lee Ward and what this is likely about is that they are putting all of the life-changing value of what changes your life into money, right? We have heard time and time again that MLMs bring life-changing money and blah, 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 blah. I can't tell you how many times money has been the cause of so many problems for so many people. Just because you're rich doesn't fix your problems. Money is not the root of all happiness. Money is the root of all evil. And making a ton of money, yes, can pay for some things. I'm not saying that if I didn't make a bunch of money to pay off my house and my student loans, I wouldn't be happier, right? Okay, but it doesn't mean that needs, I need to have millions of dollars in order to be happy, okay? There are ways to get out of debt without joining an MLM. And I don't know anything about this woman at all, but having somebody crying on a stage is 100% a manipulation tactic. 100%. And I would argue and predict that one day she's going to tell her story about how she did not know what she was in for or what she was experiencing. You know what I mean? Because we hear it all the time. Let's keep going. I know that's supposed to be an M. I think that this is supposed to be an M, like, because this happens in the Empire. Okay. I'm like, honestly, at a loss for words.
Right now. Tell me who you are, get in the car. Right now.
Okay, so we just took a hard left turn from holding up a dollar bill and crying about God knows what to harsh music and go-kart racing. Guys, if you want to go go-kart racing, you don't need to go to a brainwashing, like you can, like, I've got a go-kart racing track near our mall that, like, if you want to come hang out with me, we can go-kart racing together and I won't charge you money to, like, hang out with me. Or you could probably find one near your house. Like, you don't need... Wait, you know what this is? This is an adrenaline... Okay, so... taking people for whatever this event is. Again, I really need to find out. I'm hoping maybe I'll find out while I'm recording. Taking people to this event, what this is doing is giving them an adrenaline rush, right? Go-kart racing is fun, and it gives you this, it's a different feel, right, of driving a car because you feel the wheels. If you've never been go-kart racing, it is definitely fun, but it gives you an adrenaline rush. And so it is very likely that right after this, she said some sort of motivational crap that everyone was like, yeah! It's like they were all roided up, let's go! That is what I think is likely happening here. Like, I can go to Dave & Buster's without joining an MLM, too. Is that what this is? This is Dave & Buster's? Like... this American Idol, like, this looks like the opening of American Idol, right? The drone flying in, the people lined up screaming... What is happening here? And who did they hire to dance like a peasant girl?
You don't know what had to change in her life for her to want to run her business. Just like a lot of you in here. Because as soon as some of those people and yourself are hungry enough to change your life, the game changes. Game changes.
Wait, hold up. Let me see if I can freeze it on the people that are here. Okay, so, like, that's not that many people. Let's just, like, call it what it is. It's not that many people, but right when you're able to see the full crowd, it goes real fast, right? So it gives the illusion of there being thousands of people here. And every camera angle has given you the illusion of there just being swaths of people, right? Just people everywhere. But it is likely that this is it. That there's no more than this. And what would I say? Couple hundred maybe? I'm not good at guesstimating, but still. And the amount of money that she is spending on the video production value of this,
changes. Because one thing I can promise you is going to happen this weekend is you're going to shift. Because when you see things differently, you can't unsee them.
Gosh, Jessie, that is absolutely excellent advice. And we say that all the time. Once you see the cult differently, you can't unsee it. So once people who are at this event see what you've done here, they won't be able to unsee it. And then you'll call them a hater and whatever. Okay. But when you say things like, you don't know what had to happen in someone's life for them to want to run their business, you don't need to know that. And this is not a business. You are not running a business, because once I find out what this is, I'm going to bet that they paid a ton of money to be here in your presence in this small conference room though. Let's real quick, what am I at? 2 minutes here. Let's go back to the very beginning where they show the whole conference room after they drop the dollar. You ready? Where is it? This is not a big conference room. That's not that big. That is not a big conference room. So you're going to tell me, okay. Sorry. I'm fired up today. I don't know what got into me, but we'll see.
I will never forget the first time I sat in a room with Eric Worre, and he had everybody stand up, and he had people stand up for making $1 million a year. And I was making $250,000 a year, and I thought I was freaking King Kong. I found out that I was freaking Donkey Kong, okay?
Again, placing this weight on the only measurement of your success is if you make $1 million a year. I do not make anywhere close to 6 figures, and I'm a success because I have different measurements for success. My measurements of success are not the dollar amount in my bank account. Dollar amount in my bank account. Those aren't the measurements of success. My measurements of success are, did I get a good review from my boss? Do I own my home and can I make my mortgage payments and still have money for my car payments and my student loan and my car insurance and food and fun things for my kids to do? My other measurements of success are when I see my kids make the right decisions. When I see my son do something that he learned from me, or making a good choice because he is growing into a good person. That's a measurement of success. I don't care if I never make $1 million. There are different ways that people should measure success, and in my opinion, it should not be financial.
You can tell sometimes what somebody's brand is just by looking at their social media without even interacting with them. You can look at somebody and you can tell their brand. What is your brand? I want you to write down, take a second. What do you think your brand is?
Look, there are so many people in this room that will never figure out their brand. Not everybody is going to have a brand. They're just not. But in order to be successful in this business, you have to have a brand.
Sometimes how you perceive yourself is how the world perceives you, so how do you perceive yourself?
Sometimes how you perceive yourself is how the world sees you. Yeah, what do you mean sometimes? And look at this. They got all these people. All of these people to put themselves into the formation of that Empire XX. What is happening? Like, guys, these are, oh my God. These are signs of cult-like behavior. When you go to something, they're like, all right, now we're all going to get into this formation of our symbol. For what reason? Just so we can get the shot, right? Here's an example of why this exercise on a smaller scale could be effective, right? Let's say you're at a business meeting and they say, hey, we want you guys to create this, our logo, our business logo with your bodies, but you guys have to create it in, this little obstacle. So you either have to create it in alphabetical order from tallest to shortest, or you have to create it with just your bodies, or you have to create it with objects in the room. And what that is a team building exercise where people are working together because they do work together in the company. This, everybody works individually. People are making money off of the other people below them while they're losing money. And the only purpose of this is to get the shot.
But if you'll do this over and over and over again, when you want to quit, when you don't think it's working, when your friends tell you it's not working, when the haters tell you not working, if you keep doing this shit, I'm telling you, at one point God says, you've done enough. It's your turn.
Please leave God out of this. When you keep doing the shit, one time God tells you it's your turn. Are you talking about financially? Because unless you've read the same Bible as me, God doesn't place any value on your money. Like, what Bible are you all reading? I don't understand Christianity anymore. I say this as a Christian. I don't get it.
But if you quit, you never get that. But if you stop.
There it is, telling you that if you quit, you're never going to get it. So you have to keep trying. And why do they want you to keep trying? So that you'll funnel money into opportunities like this. You'll funnel money back into your business so that your upline hits the rank because you hit your rank because you put money into. Never quit and you'll never make it.
And it could be 8 years. What if I stopped 8 years ago? I wouldn't be here.
Oh my God, then showing them all drinking the ketones. Guys, I try really hard to not use the phrase. I don't use the phrase, so please know that I'm not using this phrase intentionally, or rather I'm using it intentionally. It is oftentimes now offensive to use the phrase drinking the Kool-Aid because of what Jonestown... Drinking the Kool-Aid is frequently a phrase used for people in cults, and a lot of times it can really be taken as offensive because how that cult really focused on minorities, people of color, okay? So I'm not saying like, look at them drinking the Kool-Aid, but like the parallels of that, right? Showing them drinking the powdered garbage that they sell in this cult. So I don't want to say I'm sitting here being like, look, but it's almost like I can't not use that phrase, but I don't want to intentionally use it because it is insensitive, but I'm just, look at them drinking the ketones. I can't. She's throwing ketones to the crowd. And look, these people, there are people there on Zoom. People paid money. Did people pay money for that link? I wonder if I knew about this and just didn't get the chance to log on. I don't know.
So here's the key. If you're willing to allow the power of the vision of who you want to be and what you wish to create.
Okay, are we noticing a trend here of the speakers? Right? It starts out with a black woman crying. Okay? And it gives the indication that this business saved her. Right? When you start out with a black woman crying, there are going to be certain connotations that people are going to associate with that because of the way our society has portrayed them, and not only portrayed them, but treated them. And then everybody else that is motivating, with the exception of, I guess that was Rakan, right? But we see Jessie Lee, who she says she's like every other ethnicity, but is a white presenting person. Then this mediocre white man. I don't even know who that is, but you're a white man speaking at a cult conference. You're mediocre. And then men, right? Just men are up there. The roided out white guy too, like men. The only other one, and then there was one when we saw with the microphone, but we didn't get to hear what she said, right? She was in like the maroon jumpsuit. Look, I'm not trying to make an outward like statement about sexism and racism. I'm observing because I haven't watched the rest of this. I've only watched up to like 2 minutes before I was like, we're doing a video. So I'm just observing. So I'm not making an outright statement. Okay.
For those you love and care about to be more important than the bullshit perception you believe others are going to have of you, because quite frankly, everybody's got shit in their life and they don't have time to really worry about you that much. So your perceived perception of what their perception is going to be of how bad you are and how terrible you're going to look really doesn't exist.
Your perceived perception of how they perceive you? What is this word salad? This is word salad.
But you got to decide which is more important.
And they had the flags, just the flags of every country they're in. Oh my God.
You have to decide, is what I wish to create and who I'm creating it for, is my love for what I wish to...
Hold on, let's go back to them dancing in front of that TV, which I assume is for the Zoom people. Look at how really empty this room is. There's not a lot of people in there.
Is my love for what I wish to give those I care the most about greater than my hesitation because of how I might be perceived? Because if it is, then go into action.
Because you all have the
the ability to be on this stage next year, right? How amazing does it feel to be back together again?
Okay, so just pulling together some context clues. Is this her entire, like, are these just the people that are on her team? The Empire? Somebody leave me a comment. Aaron Bies, tell me, is that what this is? She just like, does she throw this for them? Or do they have to pay for it? I need to know.
Oh, it's so good, so good. You have to understand we all start somewhere. And the more you let this team become part of you, the faster you get there. It's what everybody's really been saying, but really want to drive that home tonight. There aren't that many real people that I would consider legends in network marketing, but she is definitely one with 33 years experience. We call her the godmother. I call her mom. Without Lisa Grossman, there is no empire improvement.
God damn it. Way to go, Lisa.
You know, they say that when God closes a door, someone he opens a window. With Jessie Lee and I, it opened the floodgates.
Oh my God, it opened the... With Jessie Lee and I, it opened the floodgates. Did it? Because you, ma'am, literally don't have to do anything. I mean, nobody really knows... She doesn't have to do anything. If Jessie Lee's her downline, holy crap, is she making so much money off of Jessie Lee and all the people below her. So she's doing... The floodgates? Get out of here with your religious manipulation.
This is what happens with most people. They have no clarity on what they want. Do not confuse a goal or a milestone with the life that you are designing. If we don't master the
Uh-oh, look, they're throwing out product.
art of specificity, we will master the art of settling. People that are successful live in the specifics. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're creating. They know why they're creating it.
And what is it they're creating? Like, I genuinely want someone to answer me this. When people say, I'm changing lives, this business changed lives, what we are creating? What are you creating? And if your answer is generational wealth, wrong. Try again. You're not creating generational wealth. You're just not. You're grandstanding in front of a bunch of people who are not making money, but they are at this event. They are being brainwashed into believing that if they just never give up, they're gonna do it. And what is it they're never giving up on? Keeping their rank and recruiting. And we're going to get to her talking about recruiting in a different short that's on her YouTube. Let's finish out this monstrosity.
They know who they're creating it for, and they are borrowing from their future to get the enthusiasm to complete it. The strategies may change. They often do. So never forget where you are.
How is it that anybody can take advice from a millionaire who is sitting in, who lives her life in her cushy house and is making money off of the backs of other people, that has not created anything? You have not created a life-changing, product. You have not created anything substantial other than this false idea, this false hope that people are going to make a ton of money off of ketones. And let's not even just say it's just ketones, off of just multi-level marketing.
Celebrate it. Never forget where you came from. You have to share it. But always, always know where you're going. I love you very much. Thank you.
Just looking. Why is there a child there? Why? God, the image. The image of them all, like did they all bring these shakers, or did Jessie Lee like provide them? Who am I kidding? Did she provide them? They probably bought new ones when they got to this, whatever this is. The image of them all shaking their cups with ketones in it. I just, how can you not see that? I have never been to a business convention where anyone was encouraged to do any of this. Oh, God. There's just this entire video, this entire 7 minutes and 14 seconds just is oozing with cult-like tactics. The dance parties, the DJs, the throwing money. Did you see that one random little clip where they were throwing money? I'm sick to my stomach. It is so gross because these people are there. Let me see. Am I getting a message from Aaron Bies? Please, 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 please. Probably not. Probably not. Yes. Didn't get an answer. That's okay. Just craziness. Just craziness. I will edit and find out what this actually is. And we'll put it right here. Editing Mallory here. Okay. So I got some information. The ticket price in Canadian, so what does that translate to in American? We'll figure it out. I probably should look it up. I'll look it up right now. The ticket price in Canadian to go to this team event. So this is Jessie Lee's team event, okay? The ticket price was $229 Canadian. So what, 229 Canadian dollars to US is $183. So we're looking at like 180, 190 bucks, okay, to go to this event. And from what I can tell, that's just the ticket to go to the event. That's not the cost of airfare, travel, hotel, food, none of that. And apparently she was really moaning and whining and crying that not a lot of people came to this event. So she is bullying, well, maybe bullying isn't the right word, but she is giving her team the sense of FOMO that without this event, they're not going to grow their team. But they have to pay to go. And guess where that money goes? Directly to her PayPal account. Tell me how that's not extremely problematic. Okay, let's go on. All right, let's move on to a couple of her shorts where she's just yelling at you. She's uploading shorts now from her trainings. And this one she did 3 hours ago. Only has 31 views. I'm about to be number 32. And she's just yelling. But the title of this one is really near and dear to my heart. How to spot an unethical upline.
Shame on you if you're an upline that steals people. Shame on you if you're somebody who takes customers from your people. Shame on you if you're putting together ad tag message systems, which is obviously my system. Okay? Ad tag message systems, and then...
Okay, so the systems are going to these Zoom calls, the 90-day run, which what happened to the 90-day run? Like, I never heard about it again. Shame on you for taking customers from your people. So your people being your downline. Here's what's really interesting to me, right? Okay, so you recruit a downline, and then your downline is trying to get customers / new recruits, and you are also trying to get customers / new recruits. But eventually it becomes incestuous where it's just all the same people. And so she is shaming people for knowing the same people as their downline and then trying to have to compete to get those people. And to say that anything about an upline is unethical, being an upline is unethical at its core.
And you're stealing customers from your people. A lot of you in this profession try to break and bend the rules. You think nobody's...
That's what multi-level marketing literally is. And multi-level marketing does that with the FTC. They break and bend the rules all the time. You guys post about things that you're not supposed to post about according to what your company's policies say. You break and bend the rules every single day.
Nobody's gonna know if you're stealing recruits from somebody. You think nobody's gonna know if you're taking customers out from underneath somebody? You think nobody's gonna know if you're having sideline conversations and doing shady business? You think no...
Literally being in an MLM is shady business. What... It's like she's almost close to being self-aware. It's very
Nobody's
strange.
gonna know. How will they know? How will they know? We always know. You always get called out. You always get busted. I am fully aware. I am more powerful than anybody on our team.
Oh my gosh, what a complex she is. I am more powerful. Man, somebody's getting a little too big for their britches.
No. But if you've been talking to somebody in my downline, you are not joining me. You should have talked to me first before you found them or they found you. The answer is no. You cannot sign up with me. You'll still have access with me, but character speaking, rule speaking, feels good to me. Shame on you.
What is it? Character speaking, rule speaking? Jessie Lee, you need to have a character. Like, if this is the line of being unethical, like, good Lord, that's where you draw the line. Give me a break. Where was the other one that I found? Oh, this is always a fun one.
Income disclosure statements are not fair. The reason they are not fair
is because they're not required by the government, so they don't have to put them out.
Is because every single person who joins a lot of these companies is immediately dumped into the category of recruit.
So then why don't you put out an income disclosure statement that does not include those people? Because there's no regulations on what you're supposed to put out. You could put out whatever you wanted.
Promoter, distributor, whatever you want to call it.
You could put out that your distributors are making $100,000 a month. You could do that because there's literally no rule or regulation or guideline for what is expected of an MLM to put in their income disclosure statement. So you can put whatever you want, and yet they still put the truth, and you don't like it.
People who never have even attempted to build a business, have no intention of starting a business, probably signed up as a promoter with the intention of getting a discount on their products, are still lumped into that same income disclosure.
So then, Jessica, don't include it. Prove it, since you're the #1 network marketer in the world. Tell them, can we get an income disclosure statement that doesn't include the kidnappers, which we need to retire that word. Can we get one that doesn't include them? One that is just for the people who are actively working? How do we make that happen? But you won't do that because those numbers would be worse, wouldn't they?
You have somebody, let's say you recruit 100 people and 89 of them were never interested in anything. They just wanted a discount on products. Well, then what you're actually looking at and what you should disclose the actual income on is the 11 people who wanted to run the business, not the 89 who joined for a discount. So
then what would that number be, Jessie? Give us an example. Take 100 people in your business who are actively working and provide us with that number. Show us numbers that prove us wrong. And once you do that, then you give us a reason to say, okay, we'll shut up. But you have not done that. So what are you doing?
Income disclosure statements, when people say anything on the internet about them, I just laugh because they're dumb. People are kidnappers every single day. Well, your kit over here was $99 and I got $340 of product. Of course I bought it, right? They didn't want to make money anyway. They didn't want to get on a Zoom call and learn anything anyway. They didn't want to do a business.
They didn't want to get on a Zoom call and learn anything for free and not get paid for it. Jessie, you are contradicting yourself every single time you open your mouth. Jessica.
They wanted to save money. It was a coupon. That doesn't mean that it's
It was a coupon. So then how about you create a package, right, that a customer can just buy that doesn't require their social security number? Why don't you just do that? Why do they have to join to get that discount? Oh, I know. It's because it's a closed system and you need your bonus. Right. Okay. I got you. There's no point in listening to the rest of this. Let's watch one more. One that I haven't even watched yet. Let's just, there was a good one. I actually started to watch this one. She's in the tub. Educate your audience. You ready?
I've educated you guys for so...
Is this time freedom? Is this what this looks like? Putting on a face mask and getting in a tub with a sweatshirt on and then going live. Is this time freedom? Now listen, I don't take baths because, as I said in my last video, I'm a large woman. I'm very tall. Bathtubs just don't enjoy me. Okay? So I don't really take baths. I also don't like sitting in murky water after a while. So I'm like, no thanks. But if I did, I certainly would not be like, let me get in the tub, fully clothed, okay? And then let me go live. This is not time freedom. I don't understand. Or is this you trying to fit it into the pockets in your day?
so long on how to build a brand, and so long on how to sell, and so long on how to build a sales team, and so long on how to market, and so long how to do all of this stuff.
All of this stuff.
People will buy more because they're like, man, I kind of owe her a tip or something like that. Don't just go in for hard pitches. Too many of you are hard pitching people constantly. Hard pitch, hard pitch, hard pitch. There are some things people want hard. If you know what I mean. I'm saying educate, I'm saying use your...
Whoever is editing these shorts, I feel like there's a part of them that's like not a full-blown Jessie Lee Ward fan, because that editing made her look crazy.
Content. I go live as much as I go live for a reason. It builds trust.
I think you go live as much as you go live because you're lonely and it gives you people to talk to. That's really what I think.
I write as many captions as I write to build trust. I create as many TikToks as I create to build trust. I make as many reels as I make to build trust.
I do not trust people more from how often they go live. Do I? No. I really don't.
I post about my life to build trust. I don't go for hard pitches. I educate, I inform, I win the relationship, you win the relationship, you win the long game, you win the long game, you get paid for life. I am
So you educate to build a relationship. And once you build a relationship, then you can cash in on that relationship. I think that that's awfully, what's the word I'm looking for? Manipulative? Come on, Jessica. Come on. Give me just a little bit of a break here. You're quite literally killing me. I don't know. I'm done. I don't want to give her profile any more time. So I am going to wrap it up and go. As always, we know my motto here at I Don't Want No Huns is to keep calm. Through kindness, education, empathy, and patience, we can create a lasting movement. So when we get riled up, when we get angry about the things that we see on social media in relation to multi-level marketing, please remember to always keep calm and don't join me. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.